Hello dear, how are you all? In problem 11, it is given that a pile of orange and we have to find number of orange in a pile when each side of a pile is in the form of scale. I mean to say each layer of pile is in the form of scale, and each side of a scale reduces by one orange. Also it is given that number of orange in bottom layer 2n multiply 2n. You have seen figure first. In problem 11, it is given that a pile of orange and we have to find number of orange in a pile, total number of orange in a pile when each layer of a pile is in the form of scale and each side of a scale reduced by one orange. And also it is given that number of orange in a bottom layer 2n multiply 2n. In this way, number of orange in bottom layers 2n multiply 2n, because bottom layer is in the form of scale. Each side of scale contains 2n orange. Hence, total number of orange in bottom layer will be 2n multiply 2n. Second last layer of pile is also in the form of scale and each side of scale reduces by one orange. Hence, number of orange in second layer also 2n minus 1 multiply 2n minus 1. Similarly, number of orange in third last layer will 2n minus 2 multiply 2n minus 2. It is the front view of pile and this is whole pile. This is first layer which is in the form of scale and each side of scale then reduced by one orange. We have to find total number of orange in a pile. Number of orange in bottom layer 2n multiply 2n and number of orange in second layer 2n minus 1 multiply 2n minus 1 by splitting. You have seen when number of orange in second last layer. In second last layer, number of orange 2n minus 1. For second layer, we subtract minus 1. For third layer, we subtract minus 2. For fourth layer, we will subtract minus 3. And for n last layer, we subtract n minus 1. We subtract n minus 1 from 2n. This is the symmetric to find number of orange. We have to find total number of orange. In bottom layer, total number of orange will be 2n minus 2n cross multiply 2n. In second last layer, number of orange 2n minus 1 multiply 2n minus 1. In third last layer, number of orange 2n minus 2 multiply 2n minus 2. Similarly, in fourth last layer, number of orange will be 2n minus 3 multiply 2n minus 3. Similarly, number of orange in n last layer by symmetric will be 2n minus n minus 1 multiply 2n minus n minus 1. Now we want to add all these orange to find the number of total number of orange. So we start. Number of orange in first layer 2n multiply 2n plus number of orange in second last layer, 2n minus 1 multiply 2n minus 1. Plus number of orange in third last layer, 2n minus 2, 2n minus 2, plus so on, number of orange in, so on, number of orange in n last layer, 2n minus n minus 1 multiply 2n minus n minus 1 . These are total number of oranges in a pile. We want to add by splitting. We do write 2n multiply 12, 4n square, 2n minus 1 whole square, plus 2n minus 2 whole square, plus 2n minus 3 whole square, so on. In the end, we write 2n minus n minus 1 whole square. We don't write 2n minus n minus 1 as 2n plus 1. We don't write because this bracket tells us these terms goes to n minus 1 time. 1, 2, 3 and so on. These terms will go up to n minus 1 times. So we don't simplify this bracket. We just remains to find number of terms. Hence number of terms in a bracket, we write number of terms. Number of terms in a bracket are n minus 1. Total number of terms in a bracket are n minus 1 because 1 to by splitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. These goes up to n minus 1. Hence total terms in video brackets are n minus 1. So we simplify. We expand the scale of all terms. Okay, by expanding scale we will get, by expanding with scale we will get 4n scale plus 4n scale minus 4n plus 1 plus 4n scale minus 8n plus 4 plus 4n scale minus 12 and plus 9, so on. In the last we write 4n scale minus 4n times of n minus 1 plus n minus 1 whole scale. Each bracket goes up to n minus 1 time. Okay? We can write now 4n scale plus 4n scale plus 4n scale. You see, 4n scale plus 4n scale plus 4n scale, it goes up to n minus 1 time, and by including this 4n scale, this will go up to n time. 4n scale plus 4n scale, so on up to n time. 4n scale plus 4n scale up to n time. Now by taking minus 4 is common from here, minus 4n, minus 8n, minus 12n and so on, minus 4n. We will take minus 4n as a common. By taking minus 4n as common, we will get 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on. By taking minus 4n common, here we will get plus n minus 1 time. The last, we want to add 1 plus 4 plus 9. We know add 1, we write 1 as a 1 scale, and we write 4 as a 2 scale, this 9 as a 3 scale, plus so on up to n minus 1 whole scale. We know add all these. You know 4n scale up to n time, we get 4n scale times of n. The sum of all these terms, 4n scale times n, and minus 4n. This is the sum of natural number. This is the sum of first n minus 1 natural number. This sum will go up to n minus 1 time. So its sum for this series n is n minus 1. We take the sum of these whole number as n by n minus 1. Sum of natural number will be equal to n times of n plus 1. But we take n as n minus 1. N minus 1 as n plus 1, n minus 1 plus 1 by 2. This is the sum of these whole numbers. These natural number. This is the sum of these natural number up to n minus 1 time, plus this is the sum of scale of natural number up to n minus 1 time. And sum of scale of natural number will be equal to n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. But in this situation we will take n as n minus 1. The sum of scale of natural number up to n minus 1 time, n which is n minus 1 plus n plus 1 which is n minus 1 plus 1, sorry, time n minus 1 time n minus 1 plus 1, 2n plus 1. This is the sum of scale of natural number up to n minus 1 time. By expanding, we will get 4n cube minus 2n times this plus 1 must be cancelled, and we write this n multiplies this n as n scale. We write n scale times of n minus 1 plus, again plus 1 minus 1 cancel, we will get n minus 1 times 2n minus 2 plus 1, 2n minus 1 divided by 6. Okay, this n times of n minus 1 n, this n times n minus 1 times 2n minus 1. After simplification we will get 4n cube minus 2n cube plus 2n scale plus 2n scale. We write plus n times of 2n scale minus 3n plus 1 divided by 6. 4n cube minus 2n cube, which is 2n cube plus 2n scale plus n times of, we write 2n cube minus 3n scale plus n divided by 6. By taking 6 as LCM, we will get 12n cube plus 12n square plus 2n cube minus 3n square plus n whole divided by 6. And we will write 12n cube plus 2n cube makes a 14n cube. 12n square minus 3n square makes 9n square, and just plus n divided by 6. By taking n as a common, we will get n times of 14 n square plus 9n plus 1 divided by 6. By factorizing, we will get n by 6, 2n plus 1, 2n plus 7, 2n plus 1. This is the formula to find the number of total orange in a pile. We factorize. By factorizing, we will get 2n plus 1 times 7n plus 1. So, this is the formula to find the number of orange in a pile. These are the total number of orange. N by 6 times of 2n plus 1 times 7n plus 1.